Yeah, I'll be the director of Marvel Studios.
Director of Marvel?
I'll be the CEO.
Okay.
So I can make those decisions, where I don't take Thor to the Zork.
Right. Put more WWE characters.
Yeah. Have a John Cena cameo in there,
Dude, like that would be so cool. There's a lot of the times movies do things that you kind of expect them to do, and not necessarily what you don't expect them to do.
Yeah, that's right.
They do, but what I'm talking about is radically way out there. And how funny would it be if you take the Avengers versus WWE?
Avengers crash into the stadium and then it's just a war kind of situation. That would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
What if they do this?
Obviously WWE is gonna lose, but it'd still be funny.
Yeah. If they do this in the future, remember it's already here.
Yeah, that's right. No, the other idea I had though was taking WWE and just turning it into sports. So you take all of your characters and do WWE baseball. So maybe you could have Randy Orton RKO people at first base. Or you could do WWE soccer where everyone, how in soccer people tend to be... they fall down easier.
Sergio Ramos.
So they can actually show off them hitting each other and making it look staged intentionally, because soccer, that's an intentional thing you do. There's just so many things you could easily incorporate sports into WWE. I feel like that's the next move for WWE if they want to make some more money, because I know they've been kind of declining a little bit.
Yeah, they have new competition. They have new competition rising against them.
Oh, really?
If you follow, it's called All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
That's the new promo.
What's their big thing they got going for them? That WWE doesn't.
So they have not released their first show yet. They're gonna do it. It's gonna be the thing is, SmackDown is moving on Friday nights now instead of Tuesday nights. So AEW will start Tuesday nights. So yes, they're coming, is what they're saying, and they're signing a couple of WWE wrestlers too. They have Chris Jericho. He works for AEW now. Okay. And Cody Rhodes? You know Cody Rhodes? The Stardust?
Okay, yeah.
He's with AEW now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are they making it less PG? Because I know that was an issue, or it's just becoming more and more geared towards kids.
I do not know how it's gonna work, but I just know that it's coming. It's so right now WWE dominates the market. It's just them. There's nothing against them.
Yeah.
So but that will be the next promotion that they'll compete against.
Okay.
Split viewership.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of why they've been declining a little more. Is back in the days it used to be a lot more graphic and people just naturally like it when it's more intense like that. And I've heard that just recently it's gotten a lot less intense. Yeah,
they're focusing more on kids, right?
Yeah.
Now they have all these promotions and whatnot. But I love WWE when the Rock was full time in WWE.
Rock's my favorite.
I used to have these promos. It was great.
Yeah.
It was he could twitch, just do the thing with his eyes, or just make people, intimidate people, just troll them. WWE should have more trolling.
Funny moments?
Yes.
I love, whenever they do funny scenes, they're always hilarious.
Yeah, WrestleMania, John Cena when he came out of it with his old character?
No.
The professor of Thugonomics?
I did not.
So yeah, he just wrapped the other dude off, and it was great.
That's
just
awesome.
Trolled him.
My favorite's it's the Tri Team.
The New Day?
New Day. Dude, they're funny. They're hilarious.
That's right.
Cool. Dude, that'd be a good future job, being a WWE wrestler.
Oh, bro, I always want to become a WWE wrestler. Now, if I just had to put more time in the gym, and reach out to more people at WWE. That'll definitely start with that internship.
Yeah,
it'll put me in the right spot.
What'd your character be?
My character would be something like Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. I would just trolling people for a living, and it would be great.
We'd be smelling what Dhaval is cooking.
That's right.
Okay.
If you smell.
Cool. So, you have any plans in the future? Maybe next fall or spring semester? Got school year coming up.
Yeah, an intense school year. That'll be the first semester I'll actually take sales class, although I'm doing it right now. And it's just looking forward to a lot of new things that I'm working on right now, building my business up and just making sure that we have it consistent. And I'll be the RA position will still be there, so I'll still be RA, the leader of Team Dhaval. You're coming back.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm glad to have Team Dhaval. It's been a blessing. I'm grateful for that. Like, we painted the Spirit Rock, we do all the trick shots. It's just great.
That's cool.
So yes, and just making sure that I'm this will time management. Like, this will be the advice I'll give to everybody. It's just like you manage your time with everything that you're doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I really picked up my freshman year is instead of using a calendar, I started using my phone where I just had like a weekly schedule that I copy and paste, and then I scheduled everything like throughout the year, and then I copy and paste all that into my daily schedule for that week, and then that's like my system. And it's worked except for when my phone breaks and then I have to lose all my files. But other than that, as long as you save it once in a while, you're good.
Yeah, I use my what I do. I mean, I just use a calendar in my phone, and you can just set all the event times, and you can set all the class times. It actually is really great. It reminds you 15 minutes before what the next thing you'll be doing. So yeah, it's like almost like Jarvis.
Cool. Are you planning on running for president again next year? Or are you probably...
I'm not really sure, but that's definitely into the books right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked my running mate, like, yo, do you want to make another run? And he said he's actually in Costa Rica right now.
Okay.
He's on a service trip. So, yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking forward to it to see if we do want to run.
Yeah.
This will definitely be a run that will win.
Mm-hmm. So are you still in CAP, and then is it ISA?
That's right.
ISA.
So yes, I'm just a member of CAP now.
Okay.
I passed the baton to Calvin Sweeney. I hope he does a great job. I mean, he will do a great job. Definitely, he's a great guy. And yes, right now I'm with a VP for ISA, and I'll be a senator in student government.
Cool. Definitely keep running for executive positions though, just because not only does it look good on your resume, but it's just really good experience building those soft skills like leadership and communication for sure. So definitely
be striving to be great. So all right, let's put the possessions aside. I feel like you should have this goal of what do you want to get out of college. I would recommend just sitting down and writing on a piece of paper, like, here's my goal after 4 years. And this could be a great opportunity for you to reach out to your success coach. He or she can help you too. All right, after 4 years of college, here's what I want to do. I mean, you might not be a freshman, you might be a junior or a sophomore. So it's like, the amount of time that I left, I want to be called this after I end my school year. For me, when I did this, I want to be called great. And with Team Dhaval, I achieved that. We named ourselves. For me, it was Dhaval the Great, and it was great. It's just a pleasant feeling. Moment of self-affirmation, but on the other hand, you also accomplished your goals. So definitely set goals and complete them in a timely manner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually one thing I started just a year ago, was setting goals. And it's definitely super important to set long-term goals and actually write them down either on your phone or a document somewhere, just so you have that focus from the distance, but also create short-term goals as well for a weekly basis. What I do is I have weekly goals, monthly goals, and then my long-term goals. And what that does is, let's say you're running a mile, and you can see a mile away if you're just running a straight path, and your end goal is at that mile. Mm-hmm. If you set up a bunch of short-term goals up to that mile, it's easier to focus on the short-term goals, whereas it's harder to focus on that long-term goal. And it might not seem like you're going to reach that long-term goal, but if you keep consistent and persistent at getting those short-term goals, you will eventually get to that long-term goal. And so that's something I've started, like I said, just a year ago. For me, a big thing is I really want to basically create any and every form of digital content. I've really grown a liking to CGI. And so what I started with was Adobe Animate, which is 2D animation. I did about a month of that just because I just want to get a gist of how it works. And then ever since then, I've been working on Maya, which is 3D art basically, so like animation, modeling, all that. And looking back from a year from now, there's been a huge improvement. And I feel like I wouldn't have been able to stay on path if I didn't set those short-term goals, because when you're just focusing on the long-term picture, you're going to get discouraged a lot. Mm-hmm. And if you just, maybe if you want to learn a couple lessons a week, spend maybe 3 or 4 hours a week and just do that consistently every week, you're going to see a lot of improvement in the future.
Yeah. A goal that I've been working on so far. So here's the thing. So I set a long-term goal to, I would say a short-term goal to learn English, right, in 2 years. 2 years is a long period, and I learned that in 2 years because I was consistent about it. Right now, the goal is to have abs by the end of summer. So we're working on it every single day.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. That's the goal we hope to accomplish. I feel like a great person told me two people are trying to reach the same destination. One has a GPS, another one doesn't. A common sense will tell you that the person with the GPS will reach the location because he knows the path, right? Mm-hmm. Now, setting goals is just like establishing those paths and parameters. So if you reach those, you will reach your destination.
Definitely. Cool. Goals are good. Goals are super. So I think that just about wraps up the interview section. We're going to go ahead and go into the game section of the show, my favorite part.
Love games.
So basically how it works is we have 2 different games. We have interview, opposite day, and we have BS. And so for each game, I can give you a total score of 100 for each, so 200 total. And so basically I'm just going to talk about each game. So for BS, we're going to start with that one. So basically, I'm going to be asking you questions as if you were in an interview, and you have to answer the questions to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be questions you're probably not going to know the answer to.
Oh, okay, shoot.
So we're going to start with that game. All right.
Well, you have this prepared like that.
Oh, for sure. So, let's start off with a simple one. So, what's the best unbiased estimator for a series of random variables?
What's the best unbiased estimate? Is that a variable or what?
Do you want me to rephrase the question?
Yes.
Okay. What's the best unbiased estimator for a series of random variables?
You said this is not rephrasing. That's cheating. I don't know. X. Is that true? Thank you. That is true, folks. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate
I don't think X is a variable and it is random, but I don't think X is the best unbiased estimator for a series of random variables.
Wait, let me think. I don't know, sigma? No, that's not.
Okay, that was the difficult one. I'll give you an easier one. Can you define what CGI is, also known as computer-generated imagery? Like, what is it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like CGI is the greatest tool ever. What it does is it gives you movies like Avengers. You can create like 3D animation and 3D art. Like, it's just if you want to create like cool stuff, CGI is for you. I mean, a great example would be Daniel Moore's portfolio.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, do you prefer JPEG or PNG file for a picture of a product, and why?
PNG. I think it's high quality. It's better than JPEG.
Okay.
Right? I know. Thank you, folks.
It depends. So, as a graphic designer, what can you offer us?
I can offer you videos that people will like. I can give you things that will make your life look much more better than what it is.
Okay. Now,
I feel like I got 100 points for the thing. 150 points for Daniel.
We're still answering
150.
questions.
All right.
We're still doing questions. We're still in the game. Now, let's say you have a company and you strictly use PNG files, and there's another company that's doing better that uses JPEG files. What do you do?
I mean, I see how we can do better. I find out my problems. Like, all right. I mean, it's definitely not just PNG. There are other things that make my company not do very well is the competition is not against the other company. I mean, they're doing better not because they are jealous of us doing bad, but because they're doing great at something, right? Now we have to find something that what we're doing bad at and what can be good at. So it's just finding your own flaws and working towards it.
So how would you market PNG files to be better than JPEG, or how would you market JPEG files to look worse?
I would market PNG files to look better because nothing comes out from marketing anything bad. So, right? I would say, like, Daniel, my guy, do you want something that will help you take better pictures? That will help you transfer your image from one computer to the other with no resolution conflict. Like, you know, you might have faced problems that just like, all right, this picture looks so good on my phone. Why does it look bad on my laptop? Like, you know, you suffer from these problems, right?
Sure.
So yes, you see right there, I have a solution for you for that.
Okay.
Like PNG files right here, it doesn't matter what source were you viewing it on. It might be a computer, it might be a laptop, it might be your phone. They'll look the same in every single device that you'll use.
Okay.
And the best part of it is it will meet your problem by, like, you just told me that you had a problem with pictures not coming out on the same resolution on device. PNG will solve the problem.
Okay, how?
Because they will. I mean, we can get into the details.
Please, let's.
No. The thing is, we can get into the details, and I'll give you this number. That is my IT support. You can call them and have a great comment because that guy has a PhD in it. So you can talk to him all, and he can give you the solutions. But what I'm here for is to solve your problems. Your problem is that things are not coming well on your computer, and I'll help you do that. And I know that you have problems. You want details about it, and this is my solution to that. Like the number that you can call the IT support and have all this information.
All right, what's the number?
715-293-2716.
Is that a real number?
Yes.
Whose number is that?
That's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll go home, man. I'll talk with the guy who knows everything.
You're gonna get 1 million phone calls now.
But I'm glad. I'm so glad.
There's probably like 2 people listening.
No, that's great. No, I feel like a lot of people will listen to it.
Maybe in the future, but right now we're just kind of like building it up. So we're early in like the beginning stages of it. But the cool thing is, when this is a huge podcast, you're gonna be one of the first ones up there. So you're gonna be, when people start the podcast over, you're gonna be the first one they listen to.
The great interview.
All right, and then we have our famous last question, and you have about 2 minutes to answer it. So, you have a birthday cake, and you have exactly, you know what? You have an ice cream cake. You gotta change it up.
Why are you making difficult?
Mm-hmm. You have an ice cream cake.
He knows I'm good.
It's a game changer.
All right.
And so you have 3 slices to cut it into 8 equal pieces. How do you do it? If you need to, you can like draw it out on this paper to help you figure it out. But just keep in mind, you have 2 minutes to sell me on this, and also the audience who can't see that paper. So just
wait, what? I have an ice cream cake, right?
You have to cut it into 3 pieces. No, you have to cut into 8 pieces. You only have 3 slices.
Oh, 8 pieces, 3 slices. Mm-hmm. Do you like ice cream, my guy?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many pieces we're cutting into.
No, you're not. You are avoiding the question. You are wasting time right now.
No, the thing is, I don't need to show you how many pieces you need to eat.
Talk. Let's say there's 8 people.
8 people need to eat the ice cream cake?
They're going to need 8 pieces.
I mean, if this is a cake.
Yep, circular cake.
3. There we go, folks. 8 pieces right here.
Is that your final answer?
Solid 8. Yeah, 8 pieces. There we go.
Okay, so let me describe to you what he just did. He did 3 slices equally cut through the center. The problem is, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 slices.
There are 8 slices, my guy. You're not looking right.
I'm looking clearly.
You know, the 2 of those people are twins, so they don't eat. Eat separate. They just eat together.
You know what? Actually, I'll give you a bonus point. There's 7. Because there's one right in the middle if you look closely enough, because the lines didn't line up exactly.
That was my trick. That was me showing you.
So there are 6 pieces, and there's 1 piece that's about the size of an ant.
Bro, that was my trick, right? That was my 7th piece. And I'm telling you, 2 of those people are twins. They just have 1 mouth, so they can't eat together. So there we go. 8 slices, folks. Thank you. You're welcome.
I'll give you You're good at pitching. You're good at selling it. But the problem is you have basically 2 missing pieces.
I do not. I have 1 piece right there. That was
You have 1
for the twins. Piece. We have 7 pieces right here. And I told you that 2 of those are twins, so they just have 1 mouth. They just eat it together.
Okay, I like thinking outside the box. But then you still have.
I still have 30 seconds in those 2 minutes. Give me that thing.
I'd say that last piece isn't very equal sized either. Alright, so he's drawing it out.
There we go. Yeah, I think that's an 8 piece again. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Good.
Alright, so we have 3 pieces. 3 slices. 1, 2, 3. And then he basically just made the middle piece a little bigger. But now they're much more unproportionately.
No, the thing is, the 8...
You tried.
No.
You know, I'll give you points for that.
No, audience folks, here, listen to me. Hear me out. The thing is, every person doesn't have like the same stomach, right? They don't have the same appetite. So it's important for us to consider that, right? The problem with the system right now is everybody gets the same slice of cake. That's equality. That's not what we were looking for. Mm-hmm. We're looking for everybody to get the opportunity that they need, right?
That's
they
right.
need not what we want to give them, that they need.
But one person doesn't get one.
If it's if an old man is 70 years old, do you think he'll eat a giant piece of cake? He needs a small bite. That's what he needs. That's what we're giving them. That's what my cake is. You know?
Okay, you know what? So
this is the representation of the United States, folks. So the United States right here.
Here's what I'm going to give you points. So where you failed at visuals, you succeeded at vocals. So I'll give you points for explaining why you made the decision you made. So for that, I'm going to give you an 80 out of 100. That's a solid 80.
That's a B, folks. We always get an A. The thing, Danny, right here.
By the way, 85 is first place. So
85. We'll get 86 then. All right. So here's the thing. I know that this might not look like to you as the best cake ever. I agree. This is just a pencil paper drawing. Right. But this is the representation of America. Repeat after me.
It does have
Repeat after me.
It does have an A written on it.
That's right. Repeat after me. This is a representation of America.
This is a representation of America.
There you go. He just told you that this is a representation of America.
He told me to.
Now, if it's USA, how can you not give it an A? Tell me, Daniel. If it's USA, how can you not give it an A? Are you telling your country to B?
I can tell you how. Do you know the American way to say America?
How is it?
America. That's how you say it without the A.
Isn't that what I just told? America?
You said America.
No, I said America. I said America when I said repeat after me.
Did I?
Yeah, I did say that, but you said America. But it's all right, folks. The discussion is, will you give a B to your own country?
Well, no. See, 80 is definitely an A. 85 is an A+. Anything over that is like Q, like super good. So you got your A for now. We still have one more interview to go through. So here we have interview opposite day. So for this one, it'll be out of 100 again. And so the questions will be your typical standard interview questions, but you have to answer it the exact opposite of how you normally would. So for example, if I were to ask you how you're doing today, you'd say, terrible, etc. All right, are you ready?
I am.
Cool.
Let's kill it.
So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Anything. You're allowed to talk. Keep in mind we have 10 minutes of this.
There you go. I just answered it. That's the exact opposite of how I would answer it.
Alright, we're in interview mode, so you have to actually physically say something.
But that's what I'm doing.
You're just going to say nothing.
I'm making a statement by remaining silent.
This is going to be a very boring podcast if you don't say anything.
This is the greatest podcast ever, but that was my answer to the first question, folks.
Okay,
nothing,
so... Can you say nothing then? Okay, so your answer to that is no. You can't tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay. Just taking a little drink. Okay. H2, oh yeah. Now, how did you hear about this position?
God's told me about it.
You say gods?
They're my best friends.
Okay. What'd they tell you?
This is a good position to apply for. I can be mediocre by applying to this position, so striving to be mediocre, you know. Subpar is our goal.
Subpar? Just okay, like that one phone commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know about this company?
I know that this company sells very good water bottles.
They sell good water bottles. Are you aware that this company is an engineering firm?
Well, if it does that as a side business, I am.
Okay. So what are your strengths? You have any strengths?
That would be a hard question.
Anything you're good at? Anything, you know, like...
I'm good at binge watching Avengers, if that's considered a strength, you know?
Okay, yeah. A lot of the guys actually at the firm are pretty good Avengers fans too, so you'll fit right in.
I know. Who's your favorite Avenger? Who's your favorite Avenger?
Probably say Thanos.
Thanos? He's not an Avenger, dumbass. No. That's the exact opposite.
So what's your weakness? Biggest weakness?
I'm God.
You're God.
That's a weakness. Believe me. I make so many decisions.
What are you the God of?
Everything.
Everything?
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate?
The creator.
The creator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why should we hire you?
Because you want to get over with this.
You're not wrong. So why were you fired? We took a look at your resume. It says you were fired last year. Why is that?
When you're a god, there's some things that you just do it and people don't like it.
What'd you
like
do?
using common sense.
What'd you do?
Using common sense.
How did you use common sense?
In ways you can't imagine.
Enlighten me. What did you do? That was just the head of corporate texting you. What did you do?
That was me giving the answer to your question.
Let me check my phone. Nope, I got nothing. What'd you do?
It was. I mean, I can put my thoughts from one mind to the other.
I got all day. What did you do? Did you show up to work late? Did you accidentally take a dump in the sink? Did you set some building on fire accidentally? What did you do? Punch a hole in the wall?
We don't do those normal things. That is...
So, okay. What type of work environment do you prefer? Dhaval?
I can hear the sound of the clock.
That's like true. I need you to answer the question, though.
That is the answer to my question.
No, I don't think it is. How would your boss and coworkers describe you?
A guy made in the heavens.
It's pretty good.
But that is not something somebody would describe them.
Oh.
Would they?
I mean, if that's how they described you.
Really? I mean, people normally describe as many things, but what they would really describe me as is a Tinkerbell.
A Tinkerbell? Kind of like Tinkerbell?
I don't know what that is, but
like
yeah.
Light on your toes? Like a fairy?
Really? I'm not a fairy. People have told me that I'm a fairy godmother, but no, I'm a father.
Okay. So what are your salary requirements? One, 2, 3, 20.
So I don't like to work on salaries. The thing is, yeah.
So you'll work for free?
Yeah. I think that's the way how I like it.
Okay. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situations?
by hearing the clock. I think the clock speaks to me, you know?
Soothes you. So as long as you have that clock, you're set?
Yeah, I just need a clock.
That's it. An
a
easy
big
fix.
clock.
It's an easy fix. What would your first 2 months look like in this role?
They'll be the best months of your life. Because I will be in that role.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Would you say that in a job interview, though?
Yeah.
No. That's bad.
You're saying good things right now. Like, your past workers described you as a god. The only thing you need to soothe you is a clock.
But that's just extra. I don't think that's a good answer.
I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad.
Like, you should be confident, not arrogant.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you're confidently being arrogant.
Are you hinting Donald Trump right here? No.
Alright, back into the interview. What is your dream job?
I don't know. A guy once gave me a phone number of sanitation department. I might work there.
Are you throwing shade?
No.
You're throwing shade right now.
No.
Okay. So why are you leaving your current job?
It pays me a lot of money. I don't like that.
Well, that's good. Do you have any questions for us wrapping up this interview? Anything that you'd like to get off your mind? Any questions for the company? What it's like to work here?
Do you have a lot of clocks in your office that make noise like that? Specifically, can I get that clock?
No, but
Can I take it home?
That can be arranged.
I need that clock though. Can I take that clock to my house?
If you accept the job offer, yes.
Is it free?
Yes.
I don't think this job is for me. I do not think it's for me.
Okay.
I'll get that clock.
Interview's over.
Alright!
I'm speechless. You did some questions good. You did some questions. I'll give you a 75.
And
I'll give you a 75.
No, that's just unacceptable for unacceptable, folks. Why do you think? No, I mean, so here's the thing.
You were definitely arrogant, but there were definitely some things. You had some good personality traits in there. Like if my past colleagues described me as a god, that'd be pretty sweet.
I got me there. I think, yeah. I mean, when I use personality, it's just, it just pops out. But
you got dark in some areas, like saying that you were a god. Like that'd be just like, okay, all right. But then there are also some areas where it's like, all right. You could have gotten darker, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not a dark person, folks. What I need is
that's good though. That's good.
A 93 on that.
So maybe it's a good thing you didn't score as high in this.
Yeah. I need a 93 on that.
93.
I'm not asking for 100. I just need a 93.
I'll give you a 77.
77. Okay, let's agree on 83. I dropped 10.
78.
83. I think that's a good. You see, at 92, you know how that big of a jump it is? You just dropped from like 77 to 78.
I'll give you a 79.
You gotta do better, my guy.
I'm not giving you an
Let's agree on 82.
79.5.
Let's agree on 82.
75.4.
You just said 70. How would you drop lower? You said 75.4.
You're not agreeing with me right now. You're not agreeing.
I'm trying to work this deal out, Daniel. You see, from the start, I'm the person who have been working towards you to help you come here.
Okay.
But so you were just going back.
I will give you a 79.9. That is my final answer.
I'll take it, folks. I'll take it.
All right. So with a final score of 159.999,
terrible.
We have Dhaval.
Terrible.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Terrible.
You are technically currently last, but we only have 3 people on the list, so you're fine. You're fine. It's It's all good in the hood.
All my life, I've been striving for number 1. He just gave me 159.
Hey,
unacceptable.
You are a great person, and that's why you didn't score as good. Think of it that way. It's like golf.
That's right. That's right.
Cool. Cool. So that wraps up our interview segment. That's just about all the time we got for today. Dhaval, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. Before we go, is there anything you'd like to say? You got any last words of advice or anything that you're currently working on that you'd like to promote? If not, if it's got like a joke or something, say anything.
I mean, I would just like to leave people who are listening at home or everywhere. Is like a great person once told me, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. So always believe you can. Keep believing.
Very good point. Very good point. Believing in yourself is, you're the first person that will be able to believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird way of saying
it. All starts with you.
But yeah. The most important person that should believe in you is yourself. That's a better way of saying it. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for. I like how I have awesome written down. Like, that's just not something I naturally say. Awesome. Thank you for joining us on the Straight Out of College podcast, where we have some of our stuff scripted. Hey, audience, if you have any questions, recommendations for guests, or you'd like to be a guest, feel free to contact us at our email, soutofcollege@gmail.com, which is listed in the description. Also, if you'd like to support podcasts, please go check out our Patreon account, in the description as well. All the proceeds go towards the podcast, which pays for better equipment and other fees for creating a higher quality and more accessible podcast. All right, that wraps up our show.
All right, thank you, Daniel.